It's all about commitment. And when it comes to the environment, we're committed to making the world out there just as beautiful as we help you make the world in here. By using green practices and natural materials from renewable resources to operate our Carpet One Floor and Home stores, and offering a growing selection of flooring that meets our Green Select standards. When you purchase a product with a Green Select label, you'll know you've made a choice you can feel good about forever. Visit Carpet One Floor and Home today to learn more about Green Select, the earth-friendly choice.
Being here makes me smile a lot.
It's one place I don't have to worry about fitting in.
I learned how and why to make a difference.
Forum Christian Church, connecting, growing, living.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Jason.
We build houses in mid-Missouri
All kinds of houses
with all kinds of floor plans
and all kinds of budgets
because we believe you shouldn't have to wait.
for a house that makes you feel right at home
You can have better living.
right now.
We make dreams come true.
This is Building
for Better Living. We're here with Rich Withrow with Withrow Electric, and what we're doing today is we're going to walk through the rough and electrical portion of this. We're meeting with Rich for the first time out at the job site. I've already given Rich a set of plans, and he's kind of given us a basic map of where all the electrical is going to be going, all the junction boxes, where all the outlets are, all the lighting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to walk through this house and lay it out appropriately, make our marks on the walls, and then that way we can move forward on the rough and electric. Rich, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what you do that sets you apart from anybody else when you lay out a house?
Well, we always get with the general contractor and or the customer, and we mark everything on the walls, the lights, the switches, phones, TVs, try to get everything exactly as the customer wants it.
The other thing that you mentioned too was, what do you do inside the garage? You talked about a communications panel, or what are some different options people can put in a house? Not necessarily what John and Toby are doing, but tell us what is available out there in electrical.
Well, we like to put communication panels in houses because it keeps you from having to stub out. Like this house is probably going to have 5 or 6 TVs and probably the same amount of phones. It keeps you from having to stub out that many wires outside where the hookup would be. Put a communication panel in, then you just run one wire, one phone wire, one coaxial, or in this case satellite. And
To where you need
nice,
it.
neat look instead of having a bunch of stuff on the outside, or even as opposed to mounting a piece of plywood and putting a bunch of splitters and stuff. It's just like an electrical panel, and it fits in a stud space. Just makes it a nice, neat looking job. You can put it in the garage or you can put it in the basement. It's wherever's the handiest.
Okay.
We have a specific measurement, and we just mark on the wall where the box is going to go. I mark however many switches is going to go in here. I put that many S's.
How do you figure how many boxes go into a room?
You got to go by the code, so I got to have if I've got a plug here, the next plug would probably be in this area.
Yep.
And then we got a TV over here, so even though this is well within 12 feet, I can still put a plug here because TV's got to have something to plug into.
Sure. Well, why don't we go into the kitchen? Why don't you show us the layout in the kitchen?
Okay.
Now right here, as you can tell, this is the sink. It's centered right on the window. So the sink is here. Right next to the sink is the dishwasher.
Okay.
And then, of course, above the stove is a microwave hood combo. But this right here is the center point of everything on this kitchen.
Okay. Well, typically we'd have either 1 or 2 switches. A switch for a light over the sink.
That's correct.
And a switch for garbage disposal. Sometimes we might put one switch on one side and one switch on the other. A lot of times if I'm with the customer, I'll ask them if they're right-handed or left-handed.
They'll have a plug that doesn't work, and you go in there and hit that reset button. Talk a little bit about that system and how that works.
Well, on this house, say, if you're gonna have, you got a plug here, you're gonna have a range here, you'll probably have another plug here. There's a good chance that this plug and this plug would be on the same circuit. And that's the only plugs that will be on that circuit. So we would probably have a home run coming here. Home run's a wire that goes through the panel.
Okay.
This feeds it hot. This is where the GFI will go.
Okay.
There's a line side and a load side. The hot wire hits the line side. The load side would go to this plug.
Okay.
And so if it's wired correctly, when this plug trips, that plug will be dead too. And then there's a reset.
And that's a safety feature because you're in a wet area.
Right.
Okay, very good.
So, so on the microwave, for example, is that going to have its own circuit? Because I notice in older homes, people get microwaves put in, they turn them on, so, you know, the TV gets fuzzy or a circuit pops.
City of Columbia and the county require refrigerator be on its own circuit, microwave on its own circuit.
And stove on its own circuit?
Well, stove would be,
It's going to be at 220.
it's going to be 220. It'd be on its own circuit.
Okay.
And what I like about what you did here on your map is you actually kind of put recessed lighting where you think it would be most effective for them, and I think it's going to work out nice. You have a light right over the sink. You got 2 recessed lightings on each side of that sink. One that's going to be over the stove area, fridge area. One right over the island, which is a nice feature. And then one that's in that walk space as you're coming into the kitchen, which is great too.
Yeah, ladies like lots of light.
Especially in the kitchen area. And this is a nice focal point for the home. And you know, most of your time is spent in the kitchen. So the cabinet package is really nice. The lighting package needs to be good to set it off. And so I think it's going to be a nice addition, round everything out here.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
All right.
Brought you in part by Carpet One Floor and Home Columbia. Best brands, best service. The one store for your perfect floor. Forum Christian Church, intentionally connecting people to Jesus.
Steve's Pest Control. Now you have a friend in the pest control business.
And Withrow Electric. No job too small.